Hi Gemini, and welcome to your January reading. My name is Heather from the Crystal Vein Tarot. Oh, you got a jumper. I would like to thank all of you for joining me today, anyone who is new to the channel and anyone who is already a subscriber. I would like to thank you for all of the beautiful messages and positive responses that I've been receiving from everyone. I truly am grateful for that and for the appreciation and again the positive messages. I am doing a contest for the remainder of the month of December, and you will be able to enter a draw to win a meditation and energy healing bracelet. I do wire wrap jewelry. I use semi-precious minerals and crystals and when I do make my jewelry, but this is going to be a beaded bracelet, and it's going to have a semi-precious stone that represents each of the major chakras. So it is an energy balancing bracelet. So if you'd like to enter in that draw, please shoot me an email. My email will be listed right below the video, and just let me know that you want to be included in the draw. I will be doing the draw on January 1st and posting that on YouTube, so make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you know when I have posted the winner. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I am an energy healer and intuitive, and for any of those who are already subscribed, thank you for joining me today. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so at the bottom. Like, share, subscribe. And make sure you click the bell notification button so you know when future videos come up. So once again, this is going to be a general reading for the sign of Gemini, and it is for the first half of January. As a general reading, the messages will resonate differently for everyone, so be sure to check out your moon and rising sign readings as well for a complete picture of the energies around you. I'm using the Gilded tarot deck, and I'm using the Celtic cross spread because it lets me see what's happening now, challenges and potentials, the root of the situation, the recent past, what your strengths are, and what energies are coming towards you. So again, this reading is for the Sun, Moon, rising sign of Gemini for the first half of January. So we did have the King of Pentacles jump out, and this is in the position of your present moment and where you are right now. So the King of Pentacles, the energy of the King of Pentacles is someone who is very practical, solid, patient. They're at the master of their suit because they are a king. So it can be male or female. So this could be your energy, Gemini, or this could be the energy of someone around you. Because it is in where you are right now, I'm going to say that I'm leaning more towards that this is your energy, Gemini. Perhaps you've been very patient with something. You've been, building your empire, in the process of building your empire, because the Pentacles is earth energy. So this is your lendables, it's your physical, tangible assets. It's all the things that you can hold, touch, feel. It's your money, possessions, security of health, security of house and home. It can also indicate very stable, long-term, long-lasting relationships. If this does represent another person that's around you, if that energy sounds like it's someone that's around you and is assisting you right now or helping you out or providing you advice, then that could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, because those are the earth energy signs. And you are being crossed by the Fool. So this can be good or bad. It's just the card that's crossing you. So this is the Fool. I really like the Fool. It's one of my favorite major arcana cards because the Fool represents the beginning of a journey. So in the major arcana, you start with the Fool at 0 and you finish with 21, the card 21, the World. And so the World would be the ending, the completion of a cycle. And major arcana cards represent karmic cycles, karmic lessons, life lessons, those kinds of things that have a great impact, long-term, long-lasting impact in your life. So the Fool being the 0 is just starting out. So this is someone who's this is an innocent, fresh outlook on life. This is someone who is willing to take chances, carve out a new path, start an adventure, a very new beginning. And the Fool, you see, he has no care in the world here. He just trusts that the universe is going to have his back and that he has everything he needs to to embark on this journey and just trust that the universe will guide him along his path, and he's looking forward to anything that comes his way. So I'm feeling that you are looking to like I said, carve out a legacy for yourself, and you've been very patient, very practical with everything that's going on in your life, whether or not it's money, career, finance, it's your relationships, all areas of your life. You've been approaching them in a very practical, methodical kind of way, and the universe is now saying, or spirit is now advising you, that if you have an opportunity that's being presented to you to take a new direction in your life, to do it, to take that leap of faith and go on that journey, because it's something that is, again, it's like a new chapter starting in your life, and this is spirit telling you that you're ready for that, Gemini. Okay, and you have the Lover's card. That's this is in the foundation of the past conditions that have led to the current situation. And the Lover's card, this is another major arcana card, and it's nice to see it, Gemini, because the Lovers does represent Gemini and the Gemini sign, and so this is you showing up in your own reading. Now, the Lovers can talk of deep love, partnerships, so it can be partnerships in romantic relationships, can be partnerships in business relationships. It can also just be partnerships in terms of friendships as well. But usually it does speak of a deep love, the kind of love where you can't keep your hands off of each other. There's a lot of passion, fire, a lot of energy between the two people, and it's about the strength of two people working together. So this is but this is at the root of your situation. It can also represent a choice as well, that you were presented with two opportunities. But I'm feeling that this is more of that perhaps this opportunity that has come your way, Gemini, is something that's been offered to you from someone else. So whether or not it's a partnership from in terms of a business, or if you are looking for a relationship, it could be that kind of a partnership too, a romantic partnership. But this opportunity has been presented, and now you're deciding to take that leap of faith. You've thought about it in a very practical kind of way of looking at everything. Really, you know, you've done a pros and cons list, and you've decided now to take that leap of faith. And in the recent past position, so this is energies that still may be lingering, but they are slowly moving into the background, is that of the Six of Pentacles. And this is about giving and receiving help. It's also about generosity. So I really do feel like all of this leap of faith, this new chapter that you're beginning in your life, does deal with someone else, or does involve somebody else. And if we're looking at something that's a relationship, so if it's a romantic relationship, that's fantastic, because you do have that Six of Pentacles energy here. And even in a partnership, a business partnership, with the Six of Pentacles energy, and it being a card of giving and receiving, what I like seeing here for you, Gemini, is that because it's a card of giving and receiving, that means there's balance. So it's not that there's one person taking more from the other. It's that both are equally giving and receiving. So there's that respect there. There's that mutual respect there. And what's crowning you is the Seven of Cups. So the good side of the Seven of Cups energy, so this is your strengths, Gemini. The good side is, or the positive side is, these cups all represent opportunities, and it's opportunities that can create emotional fulfillment or satisfaction for you. And each cup has a different type of opportunity within it. So that's great. That's great news that you have these opportunities being presented to you. The downside of this is it can represent too many choices, that you have a lot of choices, because you can choose this cup up here and you don't know how it's going to work out, if it's going to work out positively or negatively for you in the long run. So you're kind of taking a little bit of that leap of faith. So what I'm really getting from this card, I do feel like you're going to be having a choice. And again, the Lovers does represent a choice as well. But I feel like you have a choice in different routes that you can take, or different endeavors, different paths that you can go on, Gemini. And I'm feeling like what you need to do, and this is where you are right now too, is create that pros and cons list. Look at each opportunity that you're presented with from a very practical point of view and from a very practical standpoint, and really assess them and look at their potential, their downsides, and really determine which ones are actually going to lead to that can actually be implemented and be successful, and which ones are more of a wishful thinking kind of thing, because that's another downside with the Seven of Cups, is sometimes it can represent a little bit of wishful thinking rather than being something actually coming to fruition. So really examine the opportunities from a very practical point of view, very practical standpoint, and assess their likelihood for success. Do you have all the tools, all the skills needed to successfully implement one of these opportunities and see it to fruition? And then once you've decided that, then take that leap of faith. Okay, and you have the Queen of Cups as the energy for the near future, or what is coming in or developing from the situation. And I feel like once you've decided which opportunity you want to go with, Gemini, that with the Queen of Cups energy coming up, this is about being nurturing, healing, supportive. So if this is someone that's around you, if this represents this partnership, the person that's in this partnership with you, again, whether or not it's a business type of partnership or if it's a romantic type of partnership, this is someone who is very nurturing, very supportive, can help to bring out the best in people. But this could also represent your energy, Gemini, and just because it's the Queen of Cups, it doesn't mean that it's female. It can be male or female. The gender doesn't really matter, but it's just someone that brings those qualities to the table. This is also someone who's very intuitive. So the Queen of Cups is one of the most intuitive cards in the tarot deck, with the exception of the High Priestess. She would be the most intuitive card in the deck. But the Queen of Cups really gives her a run for money on the intuitive level. And again, she's someone who's very nurturing and can bring out the best in other people. So and I'm kind of feeling like this is this partnership energy, and that's what's around you, and this is the qualities of the person that you are that you're developing some kind of a partnership, again, whether or not it's romantic or business. That's all depends on your situation. Okay, and in your current attitude or point of view towards a situation, you do have the Six of Swords, and it's a very nice card to see, because this is about a transition, you're moving in a new direction. And with everything that I'm seeing here in the rest of the reading, this whole leap of faith and going in a new direction and starting a new chapter, that completely falls in line with the Six of Swords. So you really and truly are seeing this as what's happening with you, is that you're going through some kind of a transition, or whether or not it's internal or if it's actually something in your life. You could actually even be physically moving or relocating. But you are seeing this as a new step, a new chapter, a new direction for you to move in, Gemini. And then you have the Four of Wands and what you need to know and things that are influencing the situation. So the nice thing to know here for you, Gemini, is that the Four of Wands, this has the energy of your friends and families celebrating you, reunions with friends and family. It's like homecomings, but it has the energy of you being celebrated by your friends and family and being supported by your friends and family. It's a very positive card to see. So, and this is in the position of what's influencing the situation. So do know that the message I'm feeling from this is that do know that as you're going through this change and this transition in your life, Gemini, that you are supported by your friends and family, and they are here to help you as you navigate through the changes in your life. Okay, and now your hopes and fears or things that need to be done behind the scenes is the Sun. So, and having this in this position is fantastic because it is in your hopes and fears. And the Sun, though, this is the card of happiness, gaining material happiness and having success, being successful in this transition, in this change, and having a joyous outcome. The one thing though, because it is in your hopes and fears position, and the fear part of it, because the sun is one of the most positive cards in the tarot deck. It's the sun is brightly shining on everything and blessing it and allowing everything, all your opportunities to grow and develop and be the best that they can be and turn into that little seed to turn into that full-grown tree. But with the sun, the fear with the sun though is do watch. You could possibly have some subconscious blocks where you're fearing success. So I feel like there is a hidden message. I feel like the message here is twofold. That you'll be successful. You whatever partnership you're embarking on, and whatever journey you're embarking on, it does have that potential for success. But on the flip side, there's a little bit of a warning that don't sabotage yourself. So just be very mindful and try to if you find that you are consumed by fear or worry, really assess that and really think about that and use your support. Use that circle of family and friends to help you through it. This partnership, this person who's very supportive and empathetic and healing and nurturing, do lean on this person a little bit, because they can help you work through any kind of subconscious blocks that you might have that are like limiting beliefs about yourself that are completely unfounded, but could potentially lead to you sabotaging yourself and sabotaging your success. So make sure that you are leaning on your support system when you need it. Okay, Gemini? And then you have in the potential outcome or where you're headed, it's the Tower card. I am going to clarify this because the Tower does represent it's a very sudden, fast change, very unexpected. It is one of my favorite cards of the tarot deck. But for some people it can be very unsettling because, I mean, look at the imagery of the card. Lightning bolt has hit the tower. This person, very unexpected because this person must have been sleeping. It's nighttime. They're falling out of the tower naked, so they were probably in bed sleeping. And so it's very unexpected change, upheaval, not something, and sometimes it can be unwanted. But it has a positive side to it as well, because the Tower comes in when we are resisting change. The Tower comes in, the universe comes in, spirit comes in, and you get the Tower card. You get it where that change is now forced upon you because it is something that you need to grow. And you know, one chapter of your life has ended, and if you're refusing to let it go so you can move on to the next chapter, that Tower will come in and make it happen for you. So it's that can be that blessing in disguise. Because, and the one thing with the Tower is, so this will clear out old beliefs, old systems, old ways of doing things and thinking and being, but it's doing that it clears it out and clears that energy out so you can make space for the new to come in, and new potentials and new opportunities to come in that are actually in your best interest, and you'll be even happier than you were with all of these new opportunities coming in. So that is the one thing with the Tower, and this is why I like the Tower so much, because even though sometimes it can be forced change or a very unexpected change, it really is for your in your best interest, the changes that come in, and it is for your growth and development. And but seeing it here in your final outcome, or where you're headed, or the potential of this whole situation, I feel like it's possible that you could be resisting this move and this change. You could be stuck here in your head with trying to decide and choose. And I feel like this is a little bit of a warning for you, Gemini, that if you don't choose, the universe will choose for you if you don't choose a path. So really make sure you are weighing your options and doing that pros and cons list with all these opportunities, and then taking that leap of faith, because if you don't, then one could be forced upon you. But again, I'm going to pull a clarifier for that. And it could even be a change that you are initiating, but then it happens very fast, to the point where it's like a whirlwind and a complete upheaval of your world, because everything is changing so quickly and you're moving so quickly. Yeah, because you have the Eight of Cups clarifying it. And the Eight of Cups is, so you see that this person has turned their back on the cups. And the cups, as I said earlier, it speaks to emotions, your emotions and emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. And some of these cups are turned over. So this person here is turning their back on things that don't emotionally fulfill them anymore. And they're moving on from that. And that's how that's what the Tower is being clarified with. So I really do feel like if you don't, and Eight of Cups also comes after the Seven of Cups. So if you don't make the choice, the universe is going to make the choice for you. So really assess the options that are presented to you and really look at which ones are not going to be, really go within, go deep within yourself, listen to your intuition, and look at what of those opportunities, which ones are going to be fulfilling, which ones are not. And the ones that are not going to be fulfilling, turn your back on them, walk away from them, and go into a direction that is going to be fulfilling for you. I'm going to pull another one. And the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to have a little bit of a, I feel like this is a bit of a fear here. And this is the fear of loss, that you're going to be afraid, and maybe that's why you can't make it. You might be stuck on making a decision for these opportunities, is that you're afraid that you're going to choose the wrong one and it's going to lead to loss and not success. Okay, and then you have the Star card. So the Star card is, this is having optimism and believing that you can achieve your dreams. So whichever opportunity that you do go with, Gemini, believe in yourself and believe that you can achieve that. It's also the card of Aquarius as well, so there could be an Aquarian or an Aquarian here that is helping you and guiding you and providing you with advice. But the star also represents inner clarity and hope and having faith in yourself, and knowing that miracles happen and knowing that you can achieve what you want to achieve. And so that's kind of the final message with that is, yeah, I do feel like as you are moving forward, Gemini, you are going to come up against a few fears and a few worries, feeling like maybe you've made the wrong decision, or perhaps you have, or even not having faith in yourself. So really, when you have those fears, when those things do come up, again, lean on your circle of friends, lean on your support system and your support group, and go within and listen to your intuition and guidance and inner voice to find that inner clarity, and just have hope and faith that that you can achieve your dreams, that you really can, Gemini. So I'm going to pull another card. So this is an Angel Tarot card. So this is just going to be one more final message from Spirit or the angels regarding all of this situation. Just see if they have any advice, last advice. These cards are very big. They're very difficult for me to shuffle. They're just a little bit too big for my hands. Okay, so Justice, Gemini. You got Justice. Now, Justice is Libra in the tarot deck, but it's Archangel Raguel. And this is about fair and just decisions and doing what you know is right and standing up for your beliefs. So as you are making this choice or this decision, make sure that it is in alignment with you and with as you go in and as you listen to your intuition, make sure it's in alignment with what emotionally fulfills you and what emotionally feels right for you. And that is that final message for you, Gemini. Because that's what's going to help you to reach that success. Now, I'm also going to pull a Living Reiki Healing card. Oops. And I like these cards. Reiki is an energy healing. And oftentimes we have energy blocks, and we also have blockages, as I mentioned earlier, in our subconscious minds. So they're thoughts that we don't even realize that we have, that have kind of been programmed since we were a kid, and we're not even aware of them, and these limiting beliefs that we have of ourselves. So I find these cards are really good in helping to break down those blockages so you can achieve success and prosperity. So Gemini, you have one day at a time. So making a promise to ourselves that we won't get angry today or won't worry today means we only have to try one day at a time, which is an achievable goal. So if on occasion we don't quite manage to live up to those principles, well, tomorrow is another day, so we can just start again. So one day at a time. So just take one day at a time. So if you're having a bad day, Gemini, and you find that you're worrying about the new direction that your life is taking, just take one day at a time. You just have to get there through the one day, and the next day know that it's going to be better. I'm going to pull one final card. So this is a Wisdom for Healing card. And I like these cards because the advice and the lessons in these cards, they help to, if you have any negative attitudes or beliefs or limiting beliefs, I find these are really good for helping to overcome those. Okay, so Gemini, you have practice visualization. So your lesson for the first 2 weeks of January, Gemini, is to visualize what you need to heal or create in your life. The image needs to fill all 7 chakras, so consciously place that picture into each of them. With your breath, animate those images, bring them to life, and fill your being. So your goal for the first 2 weeks of January is to practice and believe in the power of visualization. So Gemini, that concludes your reading. Once again, make sure that you click on the like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. And if you want to be entered into that contest, just send me an email. Again, my email address is right below the video. And just send me an email and just say that you want to be included in the contest, and you will be put into the draw. Okay, thank you, Gemini, and take care.